All right, you guys there? Can you hear me? Are we all good? Let me know if we're all good, because I was having a little issues with the stream, so I'm not sure if it's working. So if y'all can just give me a yeah or something. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know how to restart my computer, and I'd already hit stream, and I didn't know if it was going to reconnect back or not. So, all right, so I'm still holding my HTBX swing from yesterday. I got that account up on my phone in case HTBX starts ripping or crashing. Not really sure which way it's going to go at this point, but we will see. Okay, Thinkorswim. There you go. So STEM, STIM here, has FDA designation or something like that for something. So decent, pretty good press release. Looking at it. See HTBX down to $1. And then DRAD with a huge gap up. I really don't want to mess with it until we get a little bit more of a pattern. An MVC with a sell-off at the beginning. And TVIX, I didn't swing TVIX, but obviously I should have. TVIX almost up to $200. CLS, CLPS. CS, NES. I don't really particularly know. See HTBX. Let's see if it bounces off of $1. It looks like it's going to. So I'm gonna keep holding that swing as long as it stays over $1. But I particularly am not sure what I want to trade. I don't really have anything I don't have anything particularly that I'm looking at that is blowing me away. On this Friday. Yeah, so HTBX having a little bounce off of $1 there. See if that keeps climbing. DRAD having a little quick pop. Actually, that's really not a little quick pop. That's a pretty big pop. That's a over $1 move. Oh, and it got halted too. Got halted right out the gate. And I think if we're gonna make a trade today, that's we kind of gotta trade it right out the gate. Whatever we're gonna trade. See some of these shippers. I got my little list of shippers. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Mark? I saw that there was that funding bill going through. It went through the Senate yesterday or something like that. So I'm aware. I don't know how much it's really going to affect the market right away, because it's still going to take some time for them to come up with a vaccine. So, actually, I may go here on STIM. I think that worries me. Yeah, and I'm going to go. Going on STIM, 150 shares. I'm in at 343, right above the VWAP. The only thing that worries me is this 50-day at 375, but I can always lock in at 375. So let's see what happens here. See if this starts running. It does. They do have FDA designation, so it is a good press release. But we just now got above the VWAP here. Got some selling at 350. So 350 is holding up as some resistance right now. This is going to move. It's got to break through 350 here soon. And 350 looks like it's starting to crack down here. Yeah, there we go. So we're through 350. Like I said, we should be able to get up to 375, up to that 50-day. If it doesn't test 375, I will be pretty shocked. I mean, this is a nice little U shape here. We're above the VWAP. So let's just see. Let's see what happens. How's HPD? Okay, HTBX still at $1. I gotta keep an eye on it because I do have those shares on the other account, but. So we're above 350, but it's not really doing much. Now it's starting to pull back a little bit. Bit of a sell-off. So I guess a little problems at 350. Ooh, very big sell-off here. The stock is not even that high up. We up 24%. Yeah, the stock's not even that high up, but this market, you never know. I may have to get out of this if this keeps selling off. I definitely was not expecting that big of a sell-off at 350, but I guess it is what it is. On IFMK, I actually kind of like IFMK. Oh God, this is selling off. Why is this selling off so much for? What is going on? That's not that big a move out of the gate right there. I mean, okay, whatever. I'm going to give it a second to see if it's going to come back up because I don't want to just sell into this big crazy sell-off for no reason here, but Starting to come back up a little bit here. It's gonna have to make a nice U shape though to to get a move. What's the float on this? 18 million, so it's kind of lower float. So you said IFMK? Yeah, IFMK. I've got it on my watch list. I like it. Honestly, this was one I was thinking about trading. I mean, you do got some resistance in that 75 cent, 80 cent area. So if it can hold above 75 cents, I think it can start moving. And it might possibly could get to $1. If it breaks $1, it could go to $1.15, but I don't think it would go much higher than that. But I do like it. I think it's got some potential. It does. I don't think it has a press release or anything, but no, it doesn't. But it does have a little bit of momentum here the past couple of days. So yeah, we need this to continue to make a U shape around. 5 minute doesn't look like anything. Okay, that's ugly. HTBX still holding $1 right now. And IFMK starting to pop up a little bit here. Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so if you got in an IFMK in a good position, you should be doing pretty decent right now. But you just create a new high a day on this, so you could see this possibly up to $1. It's very possible. There's really not any resistance until you get to $1. See HTBX cracking a little bit here. I don't think I want to hold stem too long. Just want to give it a chance. I really honestly figured it had more than 350. I figured it'd at least go up to 375, but I don't like being this low because I got filled at 343 right above the VWAP. So I really want this to get back above the VWAP pretty soon. Trying to get back above the 9 right now. On the 5 minute, it still looks good. Looks like we got a possible big U shape from pre-market till now. As long as this can keep slowly climbing back up. See, HTBX is still testing that dollar support. And STEM is just having, it's just struggling. There it goes. The bids are finally starting to move up a little bit. Nope, and the bid went away again. There we go. Now it's starting to pop back up a little bit. Very quick pop. See if we can get back above the VWAP here. Oh my God. We were all the way up at 347, and then this candle drops all the way back down to 333, just like that. So, I mean, it is possible the stock has a low enough float that it could rip if it gets enough buying volume, but it's got to get back above this VWAP. This little nonsense upper shadow and stuff it's doing right now is not going to help it get there. These little upper shadows are making me nervous too. I don't like that, but try to give this a chance. And it's back below the 9. That candle went all the way up there, and then this candle opens up back below the 9. I don't know. I may end up getting out of this just because I don't like the way it's moving. See, we do have a bit of a trend line forming here, so throw that trend line on it, and maybe this trend line, maybe it'll keep riding this trend line, but really needs to hold up 330. If it cracks back below 330, yeah, FMK is still looking pretty good. I don't like the way this is acting. Okay, that should be the bottom of the trend line there. This cannot drop any lower. If this drops any lower, this is going to be it for this stock. Needs to come up. Yeah, I was about to say, needs to come right back up, like right now. Thinkorswim messed up. HTPX down to 97 cents. Like, I'm really not sure what all the selling pressure is on this stock, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to eat this loss. It's not looking good. Oh yeah, big drop down. I've got to get out of this. I'm trying to give it a chance to come back up some though, so I'm not taking such a big loss. It's just annoying because I didn't feel like this was a bad play. Like, I don't feel like my entry or anything was stupid on this. I just feel like the stock just didn't want to do what stocks with FDA designation do. So try and give this a chance to come back up here. I don't know. I really honestly I can't tell you why there's so much selling pressure on the stock. I mean, it's not up that much. Like when it was up at 420, yeah, that was way up there. But I mean, you had this big sell-off in pre-market all the way down to, the 200, and this is not one I expected to just crash out like this, especially not with this momentum up and breaking over the VWAP like that. So sometimes it doesn't matter how much you think a stock has potential and it doesn't look like it's going to get shorted out or crashed out or anything. Sometimes they just do it anyway. It's very annoying. Like when I lose because I'm doing something stupid, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I did something stupid. But I really don't. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel like I did anything stupid on this, other than maybe not getting out at the break of or the crack of these two. I mean, I probably could have got out quicker, but I wasn't expecting this big of a crazy drop. Come on. I should probably get out. That would probably be the smart thing. Because I am down. At least now, instead of taking a $50-something loss, I could take only a $27 loss. I'm just looking at this on the 5-minute. And it still possibly could be a U shape. But it may be bumpy. No, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes here. And we'll give it a couple more minutes, see if the 200-day moving average holds up. If the 200 holds up, and I may hold on to it for a little bit longer. But I don't know if it's gonna hold up or not. Okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's gonna try to hold up. So I'm gonna keep holding this for a little longer. Let's see if it fills out this U shape. 'Cause like I said, this is one of those ones where I don't have the slightest idea why it decided to just want to sell off when it was starting to make a move up. Let's see where the trend reversal would be at. So if it can, yeah, if it can, okay, so it is in a downtrend, so that's probably why it sold off, just because it's in this downtrend. If it can come back up and get back above the VWAP, it could start a reversal. So we'll leave it there and see. It'll pop up to 334. See, IFMK still just slowly climbing. And IFMK probably will be a slow climber until it gets to $1. If it gets to $1 and gets some volume, I could see IFMK ripping up to $1.15, but $1's going to be tough. Oh, Interactive Brokers. Really had an issue with Interactive Brokers? I've not heard too many bad things about Interactive Brokers. Or whatever they're called. Yeah, they could be. I mean, it is in a downtrend right now, so I mean, having a sell-off like that is not really surprising, but I don't know. Still, I figured this, this right here, this move would be reversing that downtrend and just didn't get it. See, 320 needs to hold up. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to hold this for this reversal, but if it drops too much, I don't want to get back down to $3. Oh, we need 320 to hold up. HTBX still holding $1. Really, right now, it needs to get back above this 9 EMA. Because right now, it's still acting bearish and still in this downtrend. Let's see. But I'll be honest, I don't feel too good about it right now. I will not feel good about this until, like I said, it starts this reversal. It's got to show me something. Show me something good, Stim. Show me you still got a chance. And this is silly. It's having problems with the 9 EMA. This is so silly. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this at all. And there is some support at 320, but it's cracked once. And if it cracks again, I don't know if it can even get back up here. You can see there it's hovering right above this 200. I don't like it. IFMK looking good though. That's the play today so far is IFMK. Now, this is a doji star right here on this 1 minute candle. So this doji star should represent a reversal. We have a reverse U shape into a doji star that should start coming back up normally. But the stock has not done anything that I thought it was going to do, so I could be wrong. But that is a doji. Starting to crack that 320 support again. I'm trying to give it half a second to see if it's going to come back up. Ugh. I may just have to eat this loss. trying to give it a chance, but it's just not. It just feels so heavy. And it's not cooperating. It's not doing anything that I like. It's not having any predictability. It's just doing whatever it wants to do. It needs to get back above 320 here, like right now, in the next candle or two. If it doesn't, then kind of need this trend line maybe to start forming. I don't know. Dread, oh yeah, Dread popped up nicely. IFMK all the way up to 94 cents so far, so very nice so far. Josh, you ask about it. I hope that you're playing it. I hope you're killing it, cause this is a good trade. This is what I should be in instead of this nonsense. See what we look like on the 5-minute. On the 5 minutes, 5 red candles in a row. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could be that because of everything that's going on with the market that nobody's buying this because they don't care about a drug that helps with depression right now. They're only worried about the coronavirus. So that could be why it didn't do what it normally would do for FDA designation. I mean, that's what I'm going to assume anyway. It's kind of funny on the 5. It looks like a big wedge pattern though. This type of wedge pattern. I just don't know. Oh my god. Started getting a little buying volume, then all of a sudden a bunch of red came through again. Right when it looked like it was going to start rebounding a little bit. I feel like this is about hopeless on this stock. IFMK, very nice. Coming up to, there you go. Nice job, Mark. IFMK looks like it's going to try for $1. See, when's the last time this has been over $1? This hasn't been over $1 since the end of October, basically. So we could see a pretty good rip if it breaks $1. I think $1 is going to be pretty tough though, but well, it looks like it's going to break $1 here. Oh, $1 held up. So what I'd like to see on this is I'd like to see a little U shape around back to $1. So 6 red candles in a row on stem. I'm trying to give stem just a little bit longer of a chance. See what it look like on the 1 minute on IFMK. And I may try to get in with a few shares on IFMK if it looks like it's going to get crazy at $1. But that's only if it gets crazy. Only if I see like a lot of volume. Just in case it rips hard, but we'll see. Having a bit of a pullback now. See, HTBX still not really doing much. Still got a lot of volume though. A nice little U shape to start off on IFMK. This is just a beautiful, nice, easy, slow play. She could have easily got 35 cents on. Volume is like completely died off on STIM here. I'm not going to hold this all day. I'm just tell you that right now. But I'm going to give it a little bit longer though. So what's DRAD doing? DRAD just riding up his 9 EMA right now. Be one I'd be a little nervous to get into just because it's so high up. Up 160%. IFMK actually having a pretty decent pullback here. CBLI made a decent run today so far too. Healthcare heavyweights retreat pre-market Friday. Interesting. Look like on the 5. So now we're 7 red candles in a row. That's gotta be what it is. It's gotta be nobody's paying attention to anything but coronavirus stocks, but even those aren't really doing much. This is just gonna. This looks like this is just gonna keep dropping. I was really trying to give it a chance. After 7 red candles in a row, I was expecting some little rebound to try to get out of this with less of a loss, but it just does not want to do anything. It does not want to rebound. It just wants to crash and crash and crash. It's very annoying that a stock with FDA designation for their drug doesn't want to do anything. Oh God. If it cracks $3, I just gotta get out because it's just gonna keep crashing. I want to see if it can bounce off of $3. It looks like $3 is gonna crack. This is ridiculous. So what was that? That's eight red candles in a row now. Hmm. Yeah, I should have got out of this way earlier. As soon as this didn't break out right there, I should have just got out. I should have known. I gave the stock too much credit. See, $3 is still trying to hold up its support. You're in a halt with drag going down. You should have locked in that. You should have kept at 113 and called it a day, man. This market is not a market to get greedy in. That's why I'm eating a loss so hard right now. I got greedy on this stock, thinking that it's gonna rip, and it's gonna. Kept thinking it's gonna rebound, and literally it just keeps crashing and crashing. I'm just sitting here watching it crash, like, oh, surely it's gonna rebound, surely, or at least rebound back above something. Totally wrong on this stock. I've been totally wrong on every single aspect of this stock. I'm just trying to give it a second to just see if there's going to be some kind of rebound. Like, dude, it doesn't have a great reason to sell off 8 straight candles in a row, but it's doing it anyway. Oh God, come on! I'm just gonna have to get out of this. This is just gonna keep crashing. This is the market. The market must be red. Yeah, market's super red, so it doesn't matter. FDA designation does not matter right now unless it's for the coronavirus. Yeah, this market right now, you just gotta lock in profits and not be greedy. Like lock them in when you have anything, cause it's just not. There's not a lot of predictability in this market. I've been trying to predict swing trades, been trying to predict day trades, and I've hit a few day trades, but not that many. I've took more losses in this market than I have wins. Are we finally going to get a green candle on this? Like, you guys want to see the most predictable thing in this market right now? This guy right here, TVIX. This is what we should have been playing this entire time. As soon as this coronavirus stuff came out, we should have been in here and just holding. We'd be up a lot. That's the predictable thing. These stocks right now, even the stocks with coronavirus, or that have potential for the coronavirus cure and all that, like, they're not even doing anything today. All of them are red. Now IFMK big pullback there. It's trying to hold up 75 cent support. You might get a U shape. But yeah, it is what it is. Just gotta keep pushing. I know I seem like I'm in a very bad mood, but I am not. I'm just annoyed at this stock pretty much. I'm actually in a pretty good mood, but the stock market doesn't care about your moods or how you feel, so where's that 9 at? The 9's at 290. So we're pretty much, this is pretty much should be bottom support. 9 EMA's at 290 something, and $3 is acting as support. The 200 right here is at 292. So maybe this will finally start reversing, because I don't know how much more this can sell off. Well, actually, I know exactly how much more it could sell off. It could keep crashing, but AIM cracking $2 here. See, DRAD coming down pretty hard too. Big sell-off on that one. IFMK still holding up 75 cents. NMVC with a big sell-off. See, TVIX is selling off. What is going on right now? And the SPY is coming up. So some reason, okay. So right now at this moment, the market's not even crashing, which is really distraughting. Oh my goodness, what a Friday so far. Just couple of rips on a couple of plays, and then now we're just doing whatever here. DRD. Woo! You think it's gonna go all the way back down to that $4 area? It could. It could in this market. I wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised at all. You're a long-term investor now? I try to do both. I try to invest long-term in some stocks too, but right now I've let off of buying stuff. I'm waiting for a drop. I'm waiting to see how low this market's going to get. See. Oh, that's cuz I'm on the 1 minute your chart is right, Josh. I'm looking at the 5 minute. So the 5 minute right here is down at 417, and then on the 1 year chart it's at 4 something too. So, but if you put it on the 1 minute chart, the 200's at 602, or right there at that same area you're talking about. So no worries. Are we possibly going to finally get a reversal on this? IFMK, if it U-shapes back up and breaks the VWAP, could be some potential there. I may look to get in it if it does start to break, but I don't know. I don't know. HTBX down to 93 cents, so a little sell off there. I think today's a little wild. I think I'm going to keep holding my swing on HTBX until Monday and see what happens by Monday, because this Friday morning is really wild. TLCA is popping up. So this is this is the craziness I'm talking about. this is a, I'm pretty sure this is one of the stocks that was running last week because of coronavirus. So we got a bunch of the other ones dropping, but this one is ripping for some reason. Is that all you got? STIM, just a little, just this littleness. So let's see, SPEX popped up too here. So for some reason we're getting other pumpy stocks. I may go on SPX. Actually, I am going to go on SPX just because we got a little bit of a bull flag right here up to this 9 EMA. I mean, this is probably stupid because we do have this resistance right here above it, but just in case ESPX really starts getting pumped because it's such a low float, I went ahead and just jumped in here with 100 shares just to see. Just to see if we get pumped and start running up through these moving averages. Because last time that Specs went on a run, it ran all the way from $1 to $3.50, so I'm just going to go with it and see. Now, it could easily just get held up here and drop back down, so just know that as well if you're thinking about getting in this. Like, this was a bit of a gamble. I'm not gonna lie, that might have been impulsive and revenge trading, but it is what it is. But just on the off chance that this gets pumped and it just starts ripping through these moving averages, so 110 is going to be some of that resistance, and then about 118. So if it can get through 110, I think it'll be all right. Shit, STIM is cracking at $3 again. I'm just going to get out of. I'm just going to get out of STIM. Whoops. What? I still have 50 left. Oops. Still got 50 shares left of it. Phew, it's dropping pretty hard there. Okay, am I out of it? Alright, good, I'm out of it. I don't even want to see that stock anymore. So, SPX is trying a little bit here to try to get through these moving averages. It's smacking against them. It's got to get through 110. Oh, and it's trying. Oh, look at there, and it's through 110. Look at that. Let's see what Specs is going to do. Yeah, man, it's got that flat top there. It's still got the 50 though right here. It's still got to break through 118 on the 50. Once if it can get through the 50, then I think it can really start going crazy. But breaking through two moving averages like this is usually a little hard. But like I said, we did see SPX go on a massive run. Was that last Friday that Specs went on a massive run? The 25th? Oh, we're starting to come up. Let's see. We got some selling at 115. And that wasn't a problem at all. Big buyers starting to come in a little bit here. And we're almost up to that 50. So like I said, if we break through that 50, things could get real interesting. Oh, and it looks like it's going through it. It's trying to get through it right now. I think it might go through it. Got some selling at 120. So it's getting held up at the 50 right now. But if it big sell off, big quick sell off. But it hit that 50 and dropped right back down, so it is all over the place. And my level 2, oh my god, goodness. My level 2 was going crazy. It's not okay, whatever. My level 2 is not matching up with the charts, and it was throwing my brain off. Now, I'm in at $1.02, so I think $1 is going to still be some support. But yeah, you can see it hit both those moving averages. It hit that 50 and just immediately came right back down. It tried for a second, but it just couldn't get it. It might. Like I said, I'm in $1.02 with only 100 shares, so I'm gonna hold it as long as it stays above that, because it could be one of them all-day climbers possibly. That was last Wednesday when this ripped. And let's back up to one. See, there's some problems with Thinkorswim today. Because my level 2 keeps doing weird things. So that was a quick sell-off. But it is starting to come back up like it wants to try to break these moving averages again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Just trying to figure out. See where else there might be some resistance at on this. Yeah, $1 should be pretty strong support. So maybe 125 would probably be some resistance if it does break through these moving averages. But like I said, it's going to be very, very tough. Oh, okay, what happened? Oh, so this is already treatment for coronavirus option by Spherix, which is this company. Uh, Option agreement with the University of Maryland. So they did come out. They did just come out with a press release. That's why this started ripping. So they do have a decent press release. It already got halted. I didn't know it had already got halted. I missed that. It probably got halted on this little move straight up here. So, I mean, it does have potential. It does have potential, possibly. I don't know. It is Friday and it is getting a little bit later. This may not do anything. I didn't realize that it already got halted when I got in it. If it can hold up $1 support, I'll stay in it. But if it starts cracking $1, I'm just gonna hop out. Yeah, see right there. It looks like it's starting to crack. Well, the VWAP's at 96 cents, so I'll probably hold as long as the VWAP holds. I mean, after this rip, it did have a big sell-off here, so could be just another big pullback, and then it might still keep moving. Yeah, because this actually doesn't look too bad, because the VWAP and the 9 are right here on the 5 minutes, so it's above both of those still. So as long as it holds up above that, it still has a chance. But like I said, it's going to take a lot to break through these two moving averages. Like it would have to take some crazy buying volume. See, what's Drad doing? Anything? Trying to hold up $7 support. It looks like. Not something I want to touch right this second. IFMK still nothing really. It's STIM. See, Taka. This might have been the one I should have tried to go on. I don't know. It's got to break this 200-day moving average at 250. So you can keep it on watch. I don't know. Specs might lose volume too. Because it needs to start coming up again. If it sells off too much, it's not going to do anything else. And we don't want it to start making a reverse U shape on us. But I'm going to hold this. I just keep holding this as long as it's going to hold up. See, the TLC, where'd it go? There it go, TLCA. On TLCA didn't even have a press release. It's got a U-shape starting to form, but even if it breaks that high today, it's gonna have a lot of resistance at 250. But if TLCA breaks 250, then you could get a big move on it. Yeah, so if this candle keeps coming up, then that'll be okay. Oof. And guys, we'll give the yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, my boy IRFX coming back up a little bit. A $3 loss is better than a $67 loss, so it does suck though when you're up in profit and then you don't lock out anything and you end up taking a loss. I understand that feeling oh too well. But yeah, it is getting a little later in the day. I'm going to give the stream probably about 10 more minutes here. I'm kind of not sure what's going to happen here on SPX. There's a lot of resistance ahead, but we're getting later in the day on Friday, and I don't know how much action is really going to happen, within the next 30 minutes. Now, of course, if SPEC starts ripping within the next 10 minutes, which if it is going to rip, I think it will be in the next 10 minutes. But if it starts ripping, of course, I'll keep the stream up. But I don't think it's going to. There's just so much resistance, and we're so late in the day. I think this may have to maneuver the rest of the day, maybe slow climb the rest of the day before it can break those moving averages. Like I said, unless it does it here in the next 10 minutes. If it can break them in the next 10 minutes, then it could get going, but this looks like on the 15. It actually doesn't look too bad on the 15. Kind of got a, I mean, I guess you could call this a flag on the 15, but it's not really like a bull flag or anything. It's not like the flags like I normally like to see. I would more or less call this a windsock. Those windsocks that are on top of the hospital that wave like this, that's what I would call this. A windsock pattern. So, I don't know. I don't know if this old windsock pattern is going to work or not. It's not exactly a pattern that I'm familiar with. But I've seen it. I've seen this pattern a few times in the market, but then I've seen people talk about this pattern, but like I said, I'm not familiar with this pattern that much. So we'll learn something today. We'll see if the windsock pattern is a good pattern or not. I also don't know if the windsock pattern is the name of that actual pattern. That's just what I'm calling it because that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't really look like a flag. It looks like a windsock. HTBX all the way down to 91 cents. But if 90 cents holds up as support, I could see it maybe Monday starting to move. All right, well, if you like to call it the windsock too, then hey. We could. That's the thing about the stock market. You can call patterns whatever you want to call them. So let's see. What do we got? We got about 6 more minutes left until kind of trader lunchtime start and volume starts to die off. So if it's going to rip, it needs to rip real soon. A dog barking. What do we got on this old windsock pattern? Let's see, let's check. DRAD's at actually DRAD just cracked $7, so that's probably done. Let's take a look at it real quick. Still trying to hold up 7, but if it cracks 7, I could see this selling off. IFMK actually looks okay. If it can continue to U-shape, possibly, but it does have a big upper shadow on the 1 year. So I would be a little cautious on it. Stem is garbage. Absolutely. I hate Stem. I found this stock earlier. This is something I'm going to check out. I may even do a video review on it. But it's been paying a pretty good dividend for the price of it, and it's pretty low right now. So I'm gonna check that one out, but we'll worry about that later. Let's see. SPX is back up to $1.10. So it's going to try to re-break the 9 EMA again. And it actually did. So we're through the 9 EMA. Let's see. Is this going to break out of the windsock? We might have us a windsock break. Look at that. It's trying. Let's see here. It's trying. It's trying to break out of the windsock again. See if it can get back. There it goes. A little bit. A little bit. Let's see what happens. And it's starting to break through 115. 115 cracking down, so the windsock pattern may actually work out. It's got to get through 120 to get through that 50-day moving average, but I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical that it was even going to get back up this far, especially right now. Like I said, if it's going to break, it's got to do it now. So let's see what happens. We're learning things today. We're learning new patterns. Alan, it's climbing up there. Let's see what happens here. We might actually get a rip on this. We gotta see if 120 breaks down. Look at this. 120's breaking down. This 125 is going to be a little resistance though. It's just funny because I did not expect this pattern to actually work out, but it's trying. New high a day so far. It should bring in some new buyers. It's still fighting though. It's still fighting with this 50 day. It's got to get through this 50 day strong. Yeah, it's having some issues with the 50 days, so I don't know if it's going to get it or not. That was actually more than I thought it was going to get, so on this pattern. We actually have a trend line on this. So there's a trend line there. The bottom of the windsock is the trend line. Let's see. It's gonna try. Well, let's see. It's trying to get back up to that 118, 120 area again. It's still having a little bit of problems with the 50 day. It's not having too much issues with the 9. It's gotten through the 9 twice pretty easily, but the 50 day is still holding it down. And okay. The windsock is still kind of going here. Whoops. What's going on? There we go. Okay. Let's get out of the 15-minute. It's going to need to break real soon, within the next couple of minutes. Because if it doesn't break, then it's going to start kind of making a reverse U shape, and then it's probably going to pull back. So we need that momentum to keep climbing, but buyer at 115 trying to hold up as some support. Honestly, I think it's going to pull back too. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to even test this, test the resistance again. And I've been wrong today on every stock as well, so that's why I was thoroughly entertained when it did try to start breaking. Oh, a lot of buyers just came in at $1.16. Let's see, is this gonna? It looks like it's gonna try again maybe here. There's some buyers starting to come in. This is gonna try again. Yeah, there's a lot of selling at 120 again. Let's see if they start getting taken out. Yeah, they got taken out. So it's trying it. It's trying to break the 50-day one more time here. I think 125 is going to be resistance, and then after 125, I think this is can really get going if it's going to. See, there's a lot selling at 124, and they're all getting taken out. 124 broke down. 125 is 125 is getting pecked at here. So 125 was slowly getting pecked at, but it still held up as some resistance. The 50 is like at 119, so we want 120 to hold up as support. We want 120 to hold up as support while it tries to take down 125, and 125 is starting to crack down. We were through 125. So, I mean, at this point, it's got room at least up to 140. And then 150. Nope, 125 still holding up as some resistance. And it popped all the way up to 130 there for a second. So I'm selling at 130. See, 130 is getting taken out. 130 is taken out. So we're still climbing on this. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this. The windsock pattern. Look, we're starting to move now. Buying volume is really starting to come in on this. Let's see, what are we up? We're up about 90% at the moment. And I probably will lock in around 140 or 150. So we're at 140 now. There's not a lot of resistance at 140. Pulling back a little bit here. Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place. See, 140, yeah, see, at 140 resistance did hold up. Honestly, was thinking if it did break these moving averages, we'd get a lot more buying volume than we got. But maybe not. We want 130 to hold up as support, and it's trying to here. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to get back up at 140 or not. I'm surprised it's went this high so far, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to pop back up a little bit here. No, still struggling. See if it tries for 140 again. That candle opened up higher. That's a good thing. If this candle can keep climbing up. All right, so it looks like it's gonna try break 140 here, and it's breaking 140. Says it's gonna try for 150. Oh, let's see. I may lock out at 150. Haven't even seen 150 yet on the ask, and that's what I'm waiting to see before I lock out. To see if 150 is going to be a lot of resistance. So it hit 150. There's some selling to see if 150 gets taken out. 150 is getting taken out. So it's still struggling 150 a little bit, but it's trying to break through it. Got my finger on the trigger to see if 150 is going to hold or not. We want 150 to start holding that support. This stock is getting a lot of action right now, and it's trying to decide whether it's going to go over 150 or get stuck at 150. I'm locking out. I'm locking out just in case. Oh, I only locked 50 out. Okay, well, I'm still. I didn't realize. Okay, so I still got 50 here. I think I still want to lock it out. Yeah, I'm going to lock it out. Because it's having a little issue with 150. So there we go. So $46 profit. That makes up for a little bit of my loss. So my $67 loss is now only a $21 loss. So that was wild. I definitely was not expecting Specs to rip that hard. But I knew it had the potential, so that's why I jumped in there at $1. I figured I would give it a chance. So definitely a weird morning. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The windsock pattern. The windsock pattern is apparently a good pattern. So yeah, hopefully Monday's a little more predictable. This is a strange day. A pretty strange morning for the stock market, I would say. And SPEX still might break 150. If it does, it's got room up to 178, 179 at this 200. I really would not expect it to get over this 200, but so far today I've been wrong on just about everything because, like I said, I definitely did not expect it to get to 150. So yeah, today ended up just being I was able to make up most of that loss, which is kind of nice. And it looks like it's going to try to break 150 again here. Still a lot of selling at 150 though. And actually it's cracking down, so it looks like this is going to try to get over 150 again here. It's starting to climb. A little selling at 155, but it's right through 155, no problem. So it's still going. Crazy. Is it going to get up to that 200-day moving average? I don't know. The thing that worries me is it's been like straight up. Oh, big buyers. It came in at 155. Looks like a 100,000 share buyer. So this is pushing up more, but like I said, it's pretty much went straight up from $1 to $1.60 so far, without a pullback. Or a halt. It looks like it's going to get through 160 here. Yeah, it's through 160. Boy, this stock is a fighter. It does not want to give up. All the way up to 165 so far. I mean, it literally. I mean, there's no reason for it not to get up to 179 other than the fact that it's went straight up. It's starting to pull back a little bit of an upper shadow. It is a ways off of the 9 and the VWAP as well, so at any point in time, this could start having a pullback. Oof, market's still red. All right, Josh. We'll see you Monday. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to end the stream here in a minute or two myself. I just wanted to see how much further this is going to go. The win on this is actually a pretty decent win. I know it's only $46, but I mean I only bought 100 shares at $1. But that's a 45% gain basically. So that's actually a pretty good gain. Yeah, it looks like it's struggling here. I'm probably gonna have to do some consolidating before it keeps running at this point. I don't think it's gonna keep going. Not straight up anyway. I think it's gotta consolidate, but it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see what it does. But yeah, I think I've done as well. Thanks everybody for joining me today. If you made a profit, congratulations. If you took a loss, don't worry about it. A lot of us took losses today. It's a weird Friday. But yeah, we'll be back here Monday. So you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And until next time.